Yo, what's up, guys? All right, so I'm going to walk you guys through a full process of running some creative tests for one of our clients. So, this client is Wyatt, 16-year-old kid that has an agency where he teaches other people how to sell AI to businesses. He wants to get up to $1,500 to $2,000 a day in spend. He's at about $600 a day right now. So this video might be a little bit long. You might want to put it on like 1.2, 1.5x speed. I'm not going to do too much talking, but I'm going to just record myself the entire time so you can see the full process of what we're doing to run some creative tests, scaling budgets, and maintaining a profitable cost per lead. All right, so let's go in. You always want to make sure you're running creative tests in its own campaign. So for this, I'm doing an ABO campaign, free school, creative test. See how these are doing. Okay. Okay, $31 spent. So this one, we can probably scrap these. These down here haven't gotten any leads at all, but they've also only spent $2. This one, $23. It's already turned off. So we can keep these going, let them spend a little bit more, see if we get anything promising from those, but these two can get turned off. All right, so these new creatives that we're testing are static images, and what we're going to do is run these in a dynamic creative ad set. So I already have a dynamic creative. That's what DCO stands for. So I'm just going to duplicate this and swap the creatives with the new ones. You want to make sure that whenever you do a dynamic creative, since it's multiple different images in one ad, that you don't give too little budget to it, because you have to keep in mind that Facebook has to distribute whatever budget you give it across however many ads are in the dynamic creative. So I usually do a rule of like, $5 to $10 per image that we're testing. Obviously, the more money that you give it, the faster you're going to get that data back. But you have to find a sweet spot, because if you give it too much money, Facebook gets really reckless with how they spend the money, and your cost per lead ends up suffering. So I'm going to put that at $50 a day. So that bumped our budget up by $50 a day. Okay, there's that. Then I'm going to duplicate this again, and we're going to run the next folder, which are these kind of corporate style images. Test how these do. That bumped our budget by another 50. So that's 3, 6, 10. So since it's 10, for general rule of thumb for dynamic creatives, I usually don't like to test more than like 5, maybe 6. 10 is way too many to test, so I'm going to do 5 and 5. So that's another 50. We bumped our budget, and this will be an additional 50, so $200 a day budget increase total for these new ads that we're testing. Okay, and then I need to optimize another campaign, but that's a different subject, so I'll do that in a different video. Cool. Peace.